Last time, a friendly volunteer at the Naruto Whirlpools taught us an important lesson about timing. But he also gave us something else, a list of places we shouldn't miss in Shikoku. Today, we're putting those recommendations to the test. Our first stop was to visit one of Japan's most influential historical figures, Sakamoto Ryoma. And that meant driving through lots of windy, bumpy, mountainous roads to get to the Pacific Ocean. Pacific Ocean. We arrived in Kochi. Standing here, it's easy to wonder why Ryoma remains one of Japan's most beloved historical figures. He wasn't a powerful ruler or a famous general. In fact, he came from a relatively low-ranking samurai family. What made him extraordinary was his ability to bring people together. At a time when Japan was divided, Ryoma helped forge alliances between rival factions and advocated for a modern Japan that could compete with the outside world. History is rarely changed by one person alone. But without people like Ryoma helping bridge those divides, Japan's path into the modern era may have looked very different. Perhaps that's why his statue faces the Pacific. Ryoma spent his life looking beyond the horizon, imagining a different future for Japan. For the folks back home in Oz, there's Canberra, 7,800 kilometers that way. Just discovered there's an aquarium here as well. So you can visit the aquarium while visiting the beach and seeing the Sakamoto Ryoma statue. Some very modern designed toilets by the beach as well. And I've got to say, Japan's public infrastructure, it's on another level. And as the sun disappeared over the Pacific, we headed into Kochi City to investigate another recommendation. カーブ上がったらすごい綺麗な景色が見えるはず。So we're just finishing our stealth mode prep, so that when we come back from dinner tonight, we can go straight to bed. Got our trusty Wallace and Gromit looking after the car for us while we're out. We've got our IKEA blinds doing their job by the looks of it. See what it looks like from inside. Yeah, not bad. So just come down the parking stairs down here, and we want to visit the Hirome Ichiba, which is the markets where they have lots of yummy food. And look, this is straight out of the car park, and we're here at the markets, so it's like perfect. It's basically Kochi's communal dining room. Locals, tourists, office workers, students, all squeezed together around shared tables. Kochi is famous for katsuo no tataki. Unlike sashimi, the outside is quickly seared over burning straw, leaving the center beautifully rare. The burning straw adds a smoky flavor that's difficult to replicate any other way. One of the best things about shared tables is that conversations happen naturally. Before long, we found ourselves chatting with a group of university students. One student was planning a trip to Australia, and for once, it felt like we were the ones giving travel advice. And this dish was one of the recommendations from our volunteer. Before heading to the van, we made one final stop. There's something special about seeing Japan's castles after dark. Wow. So heading back to our 5-star
hotel. Just checked out the castle. We've got our parking ticket. We've been to 2 restaurants and spent over 3,000 yen at each, so we should get our 1 hour free. I think this is us. Yep, this is our room is on this floor. Oh, and I can see our room. Here it is. Here's our room. Just make sure we got the key. There's the key. Hang on. Oh, there's the key. There we go.
After an unforgettable night in Kochi, it was time to hit the road again. Our next destination, the Udon capital of Japan. Unlike many castles we've visited, Kawanoe Castle is a modern reconstruction.
So clearly this castle was rebuilt. These are not the original stairs.
Kawanoe Castle might not be one of Japan's famous castles, but its location made it one of Shikoku's most important, as it sat at the crossroads of 4 provinces. Looking out from the top of the castle, it's easy to understand why so many warlords wanted control of this strategic point. For this reason, the castle was often destroyed in battle, and what you see today is a 1980s reconstruction of the original, but beneath it lie stone walls that have witnessed over 700 years of history.
Saturday and the school kids are training for baseball practice. Look at that backdrop, industrial area, we've got this whole temple here. So this is the udon place we had lunch at, and you order from this side, and it's a tray you get, and you choose the toppings you want, all the side dishes, and then they dish it out for you.
With a quick stop at the gym to wash our clothes, followed by a dry stop, we stocked up on some essentials at the local supermarket with a view, before being mesmerised by the fresh flowers on display in the local public toilet, and then off to see what else Marugame is known for. And here's a piece of Japanese history I discovered at Marugame Castle. The original castle was completed in 1602, but just 15 years later, it was torn down. Why? After Japan entered a long period of peace, the Tokugawa shogunate introduced a 1 castle per domain rule to limit the power of rival lords. Hundreds of castles disappeared across Japan, and Marugame was one of them. Fortunately, a later split in the domain gave the castle a second chance, and the keep you see here today dates from the 1660s, making it one of only 12 original castles remaining in Japan.
And over in the distance there is the bridge that connects Shikoku to the main island Honshu to Okayama on the other side. And we're going to stay tonight on one of those islands and service areas. And then tomorrow our plan is to visit one of those small islands, Naoshima, one of the art islands, and get a ferry from Okayama.
With another day of exploring behind us, it was time to freshen up. And remember this symbol from the Osaka bathhouse? It's the hiragana character Yu, meaning hot water, a sure sign you've found a bathhouse in Japan. When we left Naruto, we thought we'd simply received a few sightseeing recommendations. Instead, those recommendations led us to new food, new places, and new people. And as we've discovered time and time again on this trip, talk to locals, follow recommendations, and good things will happen.
Still the cutest one in the parking lot.